49 meters left me 43F after 14 years of marriage and went no contact. I, 43F, am currently married to my husband. 49 meters. I have filed for divorce. We have 3 kids together, all boys 14, 12, and 9. I have a son, 20, from a previous relationship that my husband also helped raise. This story actually starts in August. We had spent Friday to Saturday in NYC. On Sunday, my husband, very out of character, started a fight with me. He's never done with me. He left. We worked it out and he came back with a list of 10 things he wanted changed to come back. We discussed it and worked it all out. He told me I could make a list and I did, with 4 things on mine. We had lost each other in raising and focusing on the kids. We were in heaven for 2 weeks. Happiest we had been for years. I had been noticing he was on his phone a lot, and when I would walk by he would quickly switch apps. I had seen him deleting messages on Facebook and he got a random Snapchat call. He claims him leaving the first time had nothing to do with another woman. It was about finding himself. Monday, he was upstairs helping our youngest take a shower. He didn't hear me coming. He jumped when I appeared. He doesn't startle easily, so that was a shock to me. He quickly switched apps. I finally said I wanted to see his phone. He went into a full-on panic mode and refused. There was no yelling this time. I pretty much told him it was them, or the kids. He left, changing his number, blocking me and our kids from any contact with him, quitting his job, and moving out of state. He left us with no money, no income, no insurance, and all the bills to pay. After he left, I learned while in NYC, we were in separate rooms. He made a late-night phone call. My 12-year-old heard him, and when asked about it the next day, my husband shushed him and gave him the death glare to stop him from bringing it up. I also realized after he left that I was doing everything on his list, but he didn't do any on mine. Was I wrong to ask to look at his phone? Edit to add. I can't afford a lawyer since he took all the money. You don't need relationship advice, op. It's time to find a lawyer. Edit. Keep working with the divorce lawyer and let them know of the situation. Ma'am, you already know he's cheating. That's why he's acting this way. Not because of the phone. Talk to a lawyer ASAP. Document everything, the fact that he left this kids too without any money or contact number. This will come in handy during child support and custody battle. Take care of yourself and your kids. Get some support from friends and family. And most importantly, be prepared for him to show up with a new GF while he's finding himself. It's time for you to lawyer up and get your affairs in order. Your marriage is over. Your husband abandoned you for another woman. The list of things he wanted you to change were probably genuine things he was bothered by, and the good 2 weeks was a last attempt to try and lessen the guilt in his mind while he figured it out with the other person. I've been there. Pick up your dignity. File for divorce and start the second part of your life. Make it a great one. Agree with others. You need a lawyer. And if he thinks he's going to dodge child support and leave you destitute, he's a POS. I mean, he's already either a POS or has lost his mind based on his behavior. But you get the idea. You may also need a PI to track him down, unfortunately. Good luck, op. He was cheating. This was not at all your fault. Even the fight seems made up to give him a reason to play the disappearing act. He can run, but it's going to be difficult for him to hide forever. Your divorce lawyer will help you take care of that. And unless he never works another job, you'll see that money when they garnish his checks. If he doesn't pay support and doesn't work, he'll wind up losing a lot of his privileges and might even be jailed once he's located if he gets far enough behind. You did nothing wrong. You know why he was startled when you surprised him. You made the right choice in pushing it. because he obviously had no plans to stop. Any of his family members to help you find him to serve him the papers? Like others have said, you need a lawyer, and your lawyer needs to seek immediate action to file for abandonment and then file for full custody with limited visitation until you're fully aware of his living circumstances. You need to ensure it's within your divorce and custody agreement your ex doesn't introduce your children to their partner for 1.5 years due to how your husband abandoned the family for his mistress. This is very traumatic for kids. They matter most until then. You need to obtain employment and find therapy for the kids and some form of affordable childcare. You'll need to get your families and his to step up with childcare. Ensure they keep everything regular as it always was. Sports, clubs, etc. I wouldn't waste time thinking about him at this point. You're aware he's having an affair and he chose that person versus the family you both have raised for the past several years. Clearly he isn't the person you once loved and started a family with. People change, but when they change into not good people, this is where you need to detach. Time to get a lawyer and get revenge. Nah, because you know he was cheating. Screw him. He sounds like a nasty person for blocking you and the kids. You're going to be better off without sneaky behavior like this. Start being your own detective. Look at your phone bill, what odd numbers appear. Call his work if you know coworkers, ask them to help you find him. What do they know? Call his friends asking for help locating him. Call his family members. Does he have a specialized job that might make it easier to locate what state he went to? Look at the bills, what sort of charges are on there, any airline ticket charges that might give you a destination or hotel reservations. There's more going on here than you're sharing. A 9-year-old does not need help with a shower. Is one of your children disabled? Maybe contact your local child support agency and get them to start looking for him. https www.usa.gov/childsupport. If you can't afford a lawyer, look to legal aid. At the end of the day, does it matter how you handled it? He was already out of the relationship. He's clearly had a plan and was able to activate that plan very quickly and easily. You had every right to ask. He is your partner. His response told you everything you needed to know. You'll be able to get a lawyer that will help you since he took everything. You will need to get child support started. I assume you may have to sell the property to split and buy a new place, and he can do his half. This will move fast. This will be painful. This will be eye-opening. You will second guess yourself. You will doubt everything you thought you knew. As hard as it's going to be, he can't just dip out on his obligations. A lawyer will help. Perhaps reach out to the sub on Reddit for some quick what-to-dos. I'm sorry for what you're going through. I hope the coming days are kind to you. Get a FCKN lawyer. Having no money is not an excuse to find one. FFS. Know you were perfectly within your rights to ask to see his phone. Privacy is one thing. Hiding things and secrets are totally different. What you need to do is borrow money if you have to and hire a private investigator to find him, and then have an attorney do a legal separation with a summons for child support and alimony that includes a legal requirement to register his address and employment information at all times. Go to a women's shelter and ask for recommendations for free consultations with an attorney. I'm pretty sure if you see a lawyer, they will help you get the money you need. I'm pretty sure consultations are free. You can't do nothing. Kids need you to step up. Pretending like having no money stops you from doing things is crazy. In America, I assume. So you have a lot more rights as a single mom than you think. Abandoning his family isn't going to make her husband look great in court. Damn. I am so sorry for what you and your children are going through. Please don't take him back. What did your 12 years old hear? Do not put that burden on that child to keep secret, and you ask while letting them know you love them. Nothing is their fault, and mom will always make things better. If what you're told is really bad, you keep a smile and thank your child, and then explain they should never be in the middle of adult matters and apologize that they had to hear what they did. You should be done. I don't understand why you're on Reddit asking if you should have asked to see his phone. You're married. There are no secrets. My husband has 100% access to anything and vice versa. It is not invasion of privacy in a marriage, and you get that sixth sense, so stop worrying about that. What he's done to you and the children is unforgivable. For better or for worse is not put in marriage vows to fill up space. Get the divorce, alimony, child support, or whatever, and focus on you and the kids. Love will come to you, so don't get down or depressed. He, unfortunately, wasn't the one. I'm telling you this out of experience that had a split at the time my 3 kids were a bit older than yours. The man I found was by accident, and almost a decade of marriage, this man still gives me goosebumps. When I hear his key in the door, I still get flowers, a surprise necklace, cards, or just hugs to let me know how much he loves me. My kids are now 21, 24 and 29, and they freaking adore him even though they have their father. You needed to speak to a lawyer the day he left. TBH, it feels like he planned this whole thing out. As you are in the US, call 211. It is the hotline for social services. It is area code driven, so the people answering know the resources, services, financial, legal aid, food insecurity, healthcare, housing, available for your area. Start gathering up paperwork, like bank records, tax information for multiple years, mortgage, rental agreement, 401k, IRA and pension, his paycheck stubs, marriage certificate and birth certificates, passports for your kids. Some of this is county, state, federal information. Maybe ask your eldest son to help you track down this information online.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.